Welcome to Chasing Landscapes. We're Jack and Mary, and we're full-time RVers, traveling the country and exploring new places. I'm an artist, and we're always looking to capture our adventures on canvas. So come along with us as we go chasing some landscapes. Good morning, and thank you for joining us. In today's video, we're going to show you two cool little towns with some very interesting history. So let's go and check them out, okay? What's up, everybody? Today we're going to a place called Old Trail Town, and it's right here in Cody, and they have a lot of interesting things going on there. They have 28 frontier buildings there, including a saloon, a livery stable, and a couple of others, like a general store and that sort of thing. And they have cabins that were played a part in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid bank robbery. They hid out there, apparently. And just a bunch of other cool stuff that's going on. So we're gonna go there and check it out. So,
all right, sounds good.
Are you ready to go?
We're on our way to Old Trail Town.
All right. All right, here we are.
There's a lot of those.
Look at all those horns. Here's the store. You can get, look at these cool old postcards. Huh, look at these glasses. I love this. Here's the carpenter shop. This cabin was used by George Taggart, who came by wagon train in 1900. So this is Curly. Curly was a Crow Indian scout. Curly's cabin. Whoa. What is that made out of? What is that thing?
It's a log with some fur over top of it.
It looks like paws of something.
Looks like it.
Look at that coat. A buffalo coat.
Right.
Oh, there's Curly right there.
And Custard.
And Colonel Custard. Custer.
Custer. I always tend to put the D on it.
Yeah, from the
Dessert.
This cabin was built by Luther Morrison, who brought some of the first sheep into central Wyoming in 1882. Oh, this is a neat little cabin. This cabin was built by homesteaders on Monument Hill, north of Cody, Wyoming in 1900. Piana.
And what's that?
What? That's a real two-headed calf.
That looks real to me.
Yeah. They had a skin for their blanket for that bed. That's pretty cool.
The old piano.
Yeah. Look at those chaps.
Those are cool. These things are well furnished.
Yeah. So they moved a lot of these buildings. These buildings were not all originally here. The saloon being one. The saloon was the first one to be moved here.
Buffalo Hunter's cabin.
This cabin served as a hunting camp for Oliver Hanna and renowned buffalo hunter Jim White. I wonder if they would have artwork like that on, or that's just...
I think it's just an additional thing.
Yeah. Look at how low the windows were in there.
Wow. That is interesting.
Died of gangrene. I guess he chopped himself in the leg while cutting logs. But they used it as a school for a short period of time. Pretty cool. The Shell store. This was the first store in Shell, Wyoming. There's like a general store.
Yeah.
Look how big that moose head is. That's pretty big.
Wow.
Come get your wares. Needed medicine or shoes or any of that sort of thing. You came here.
You made
This is the.
you made it yourself useful.
You did it many jobs. This is the post office. So they had, you can come and pick up your mail here or have something mailed. Plus, they had a chiropractor. What? And does anybody know how to pronounce that word? Chiropodist?
Chiropodist. Chiropodist.
We're gonna have to look that one up when we get home.
Yeah.
The correct pronunciation is chiropodist, and it's basically a podiatrist. Here we are, the hole-in-the-wall cabin. In the wall country west of Casey, Wyoming. All right, let's look at where they hid out here. Kid Curry. There's the Sundance Kid. Butch Cassidy. This cabin was used as a rendezvous point for Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid, and other outlaws in the area. Tom O'Day. He was a skilled safecracker and poker player. He went to prison for horse theft. Wow, that's pretty cool. We passed through Lusk, Wyoming on our trip to see the car henge. Squeaky floors.
See, that's what happened to Butch Cassidy. He hung his horseshoe upside down, and his luck run out.
John Jeremiah Liver Eaton Johnson is buried here.
What was the liver eaten?
Jeremiah killed and scalped more than 300 Crow Indians and then ate their livers to avenge the death of his wife and son. Robert Redford played him in the movie Jeremiah Johnson.
And we talked about him with The Legend of Crazy Woman.
And from Buffalo, Wyoming. Jim White, Buffalo Hunter. Jack Stillwell, frontiersman, scout at Beecher's Island. Philip H. Vedder, killed by a grizzly bear on the Graybull River in Wyoming in 1892. Blind Bill murdered March 1894. Blind Bill and W.A. Gallagher were really good friends. Gallagher was sweet on this girl named Belle Drewry. Essentially, he caught wind of her getting friendly with another guy named Bill Wheaton and got jealous. When he came looking for her, Bill Wheaton shot him in the back. And when Blind Bill found out, he swore to avenge his friend's death. When Blind Bill was found dead in the same manner, Bill Wheaton was charged with murder and sentenced to 8 years in the Wyoming State Penitentiary. Belle Drewry, the woman in blue, murdered at Arland. This was the same girl that W.A. Gallagher was sweet on. She worked at Rosie's brothel. She died from poisoning by another girl from the same brothel when she was 27 years old.
They said there's no restrooms here. There's one right now.
Rosie's Roadhouse Brothel. Here's the back room. The upstairs room. The Hog Ranches of Wyoming. Liquorless Lies. Mud Spring Cabin. Used by Kid Curry and Sundance Kid. It's a hideout. They robbed the Red Lodge Bank.
Oh yeah. That's a side saddle.
A side saddle for women.
Yeah. So they can ride horses side saddle.
Okay, here's another homesteading cabin. This is really nice. Quite luxurious for the time.
This place is cool, man.
Yeah.
It has lots of stuff. I was questioning whether, because we've seen old deserted cabins and stuff, but these are really well furnished, and they're just
Well preserved.
well preserved,
Yeah,
and this place does a good job.
yeah. It's really a cool place.
Yeah.
Let's go see more.
Yeah.
Museum of the Old West. That's a nice saddle. Look at those chaps. Angora chaps.
Yeah, like that.
Oxen yoke. Ooh, there's the hearse. Moccasins and stuff. That was a saddle. Huh. There's the pocket gopher. Here's somebody else trying to rope a calf. Ooh. Can you imagine trying that on a horse while the calf is running away from you? Here's a trapper's cabin, but it's missing something. Here's another homestead cabin. Wood River Homestead. Here's a, that looks like Robert Redford right there. Pallbearers for the reburial of John Johnson. There's W.A. Gallagher, Blind Bill Hoolihan, and Belle Drewry. The three people whose graves we just saw. Not so lucky cowboys. Wow. It doesn't look like he had a pleasant death.
Okay, so that was his original grave,
Yeah,
and then
they
they reburied.
reburied him here.
Gallagher was reburied too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Jack Stillwell, Jeremiah Johnson, Philip Vedder, and Jim White. Here's a wagon barn built in 1982 by the Museum of the Old West. Look at these wicker sleighs. Is that a sleigh? Yeah, that's a sleigh. There's the chuck wagon. So this thing was a tour bus for Yellowstone. Buggy. That's pretty cool. I wonder how comfortable these things were to ride on, or that thing to ride in. Look at this sign. Stay 1 buffalo apart. That's cute. Okay, here's the River Saloon. This was the first building that was brought here. It was frequented by Butch Cassidy, W.A. Gallagher, Blind Bill Hoolihan, and a lot of others. Bartender, get me a drink. Hey, this is a rated G video. Come in here and play cards while somebody played the piano. That's pretty cool. Look at these, all these horns.
When 1 elf mountain is not enough, you gotta have 3
Right.
or 4.
I'd pay somebody to have that sprinkler hit me right about now. I wonder what kind of berries these are. Those juniper? Juniper berries.
Juniper berries. That's the stuff gin's made out of.
You got something this good. Ooh. We had a fantastic time at Old Trail Town. Do you have a question, comment, or suggestion? Please let us know. We like talking to you. We'd sure appreciate you liking and subscribing to our channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell. And please share with your friends.